Have you ever had an experience where someone's trying to sell something to you and you're looking at it and you think, this is all wrong. I mean, they're doing this all wrong. And you've already made up your mind that actually I'm not going to buy, but I'm just going to sit through the presentation, but I'm not going to buy. Have you ever experienced that? Well, the fact is you may be doing the same thing and you don't even know about it. You're not even aware. So I'm going to give you the 9 biggest mistakes people make when it comes to presenting their product or their service or doing a sales pitch. I'm going to give you the 9 biggest mistakes. And my name is Mac and I help business owners to scale to 7 figures or more so they have more money, more time, and a lot more freedom. Now, what are these 9 mistakes that people make when it comes to business and when it comes to selling? Here's the first one. The first one is they don't understand their customer. They don't know if they're speaking to the right customer or the wrong customer. They don't understand what the customer's needs really are. They have no clear picture of what the customer's problems are, what their challenges are, what issues they're facing. That's the first one. Number 2, they don't ask enough questions. They don't ask enough questions. They end up talking more than the client. In any sales presentation, any sales pitch, any dialogue where there's a transaction between you and the prospect or the client has to be talking more than you. You have to be asking a lot more what? Questions. Number 3, one of the biggest mistakes people make is they assume what the client thinks they want. They assume that, hey, I have this amazing product or service and my client obviously needs it. And so they assume automatically when they go into that pitch. And guess what? That prospect or client may not even need that at all, but that assumption will backfire on you. Number 4, let's get back to number 2, where that person is not listening. If you're trying to pitch or sell your product or service, you've got to do a lot more listening. And if you're not listening, you are missing out on some essential facts and some essential things that the client is trying to tell you. And if you're listening, you'll pick it up. And the beauty about picking all those things up and listening intently is they're going to tell you what their needs are. And either you are going to be able to help them or you can refer someone to help them. And if you can't help them, be honest. But if you can refer someone to help them, now they're going to trust you the next time they deal with you. So there's a saying, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and we should use them proportionally. So listen more, speak less, and ask questions. Number 5, the worst thing, for me, number 5 is the worst thing, is because they feel the presentation is not going so well or the client is not coming toward them, coming on their side, they get aggressive, they get pushy, and they start trying to use manipulative tactics to coerce the client to sign the order. That's horrible. Don't do that. The client can sense it. And the worst thing as well, if you coerce them and push them to sign an order, they'll have buyer's remorse and they will cancel anyway. Number 6, don't look desperate. Don't seem desperate. If you seem desperate, then they think that you're just trying to push them to sign the order. Just work with them, ask lots of questions. So number 6, one of the biggest mistakes is seeming desperate and seeming like you need it more than they actually need your service. Number 7, one of the biggest mistakes is not asking for the sale. So one of the biggest mistakes I see out there is people doing amazing presentations and delivering their pitch, demonstrating everything and never asking for the sale. For example, did you like what I've just shown you? Would you like the same results as those clients? Would you like to go ahead with our order? Ask for the sale, otherwise the presentation is futile. It really doesn't make any sense. Number 8, this is big. Number 8 is this: they don't take the time to build rapport. In other words, they don't take the time to build affinity. If you don't take the time to build rapport or affinity, that means they don't get to know you properly or know your company. And guess what? If they can get to know you, like you, and trust you, they're more likely to buy from you. Number 9, they don't have a process. What do I mean by that? When it comes to selling, when it comes to sales, you must have a process that you're following. And if you don't have a process, what happens is you go in and it's very ad hoc. You're really shooting off the cuff. If you're doing that, guess what? Eventually, your team members, your sales team will also do that. So develop a process that will allow you to go from A, B, C, D, and cover all the key things that your client needs to see, feel, or hear in order to buy from you. Have a sales process. Now you know what not to do. If you want to learn what to really do in order to grow your sales and be more confident in the sales process, then come and join me in my free private Facebook community where I'll give you a lot more information about this. So come and join me, click below, and I'll see you inside.